Hey guys, this is Mark from Steam Controller Gaming, and I bought Battlerite earlier, and I played a few rounds, and I just wanted to give you a little bit of a review of it and kind of show you some gameplay. It's really fun so far. I'm still not the best at using my controller, but like with the different things and whatever, but I'll get used to that. And it's kind of, if you don't know what Battlerite is, it's kind of like it's a top-down, um, similar top-down game, similar to like a um, MOBA game. I mean, I don't even think I got to pick who I wanted to be. And where you can pick like different heroes and whatever, kind of like they do in like DOTA 2, stuff like that. But it skips all of the other stuff, and you just have an arena where you fight against the different characters. And then each character has different abilities and whatever, like they do in DOTA and stuff like that. And that's the thing that kind of makes it not necessarily difficult, but what you have to get used to for each character. Some characters are going to be easier than others, and they even list, like on the beginning, whenever you go to pick a character, which ones are beginner friendly and stuff like that. Like right now, I've been using Jade, and she's this one right here, and she's one of the beginner friendly ones. And I think this is probably like the third round that I played. And at the beginning of each round, you get to pick one of your Battlerite things to use, kind of. Or it's not really necessarily your Battlerite, but it's something that like helps you in your battle. It's like pretty much it's a combination of like Super Smash Brothers and an MOBA game, but you don't have to worry about the lanes, stuff like that. And it's one of those games that's apparently like easy to play but hard to master, and which I can definitely understand that. Any kind of game where you have like different heroes or whatever that have different abilities, there's going to be other heroes that are that play better against them and that kind of thing. So you've got to adjust your strategy depending on who the other team picks. And right now it costs $18, but eventually it's going to be free to play. It is. And now technically it's in early access, even though it's so polished that it doesn't really seem like it. But I guess because there is only like pretty much one arena, this kind of type of arena. But they have a lot of plans for more arenas and stuff like that, and even when it does become free to play, you're gonna, like, if you're a founder or whatever, like if you buy it right now, you get all the other characters for free. Like any new characters they do, you get a founder's title, that kind of thing. Not a big deal for me to have a founder's title, but I think this is going to be one of the games that's going to be big, because as far as I know anyway, up until now there hasn't really been like an arena fighter besides like Super Smash Brothers or something like that. And I'm sure there's some that I don't know about, but especially for PC, there hasn't been a whole lot that I know of. And each round is about 2 minutes long, and it can either be 3 rounds like that, like because we just won mostly because due to the other guy. And each time you get a score. Like this guy did so good, he got 602, and I did shitty, so I got 79. But like I've won 3 rounds before with just all together with every hero that I've used. So you get these kind of things for each round. You fill up a crystal or whatever, and that determines your grade. And then for each hero or character that you use, you also get experience, which I'm not positive exactly what that does just yet. Oh, it looks like you get some gold whenever you get to a certain level. Like, so whenever I fill up my experience to get to level 3, I'll get 50 gold. And I think right now, yeah, I just got 25 gold. Right now, the main things that you can buy are just like costumes or whatever. And they have the different modes are 2 vs 2, 3 vs 3, and if you have some friends, you can have just like private matches where you can just play against each other. And I know they have plans for tournaments, and stuff like that. It's pretty much like almost out of early access. They want to have it. They plan on taking it out of early access in early 2017, first quarter. And if you buy it now, from what they say, it's going to be like everything that you get, like the different characters, and like you get a founder's chest or whatever, stuff like that. You pay like $18 right now because Steam has it on sale for like 10% off. And then you get like pretty much the price that you pay right now is going to be a lot cheaper than if you waited till it went free to play and then you bought everything by yourself. Or from what they're saying, and I hope this is true, you can earn everything like through like the coins, like I just got the gold coins. You can earn everything in game instead of just it being like pay to win. They don't have to pay $5 for the really good guy that can kill every other character or something. Which so far, from what I've seen, everybody seems pretty balanced. So I don't think they would have a character like that, but I was just using that as an example. That's here. I'll go ahead and play another round and see if there's anything else that I can think of to talk about. Right now I can't think of how many characters there are. I should have showed you. I think there's like at least 10. And they all have different moves and stuff like that. And it's kind of fun. It takes like on average like 10 minutes or so per match, give or take. Because sometimes you can get like if you haven't beat everybody, it'll go into into overtime or whatever. So some matches last longer than 2 minutes.
My friends here can't wait.
But that's about it. There's just like everything. There's some magic casters. There's some like the character that I use shoots guns. And oh, my character just panicked. But it's a lot of fun. It's especially for people like me that I'm not used to. I haven't played Dota 2 enough to really. Well, I played it like a couple times or whatever, but it's kind of complicated to me. At least till I play it more and get used to it. But this, you can just jump right in and play, and then just like any kind of like fighting game or arena game, you have to get used to the different characters that you're using and stuff like that. But it's really fun, and I think it's going to be one of those games that's up there, that people play a lot. And hold on. That could possibly end up, as long as they stick with it being good and everything, and don't just leave it after a while. It might eventually be in like the esports kind of thing, which I don't know a whole lot about all the different esports and whatever, but instead of a game taking 60 minutes or whatever like Dota 2 does, these ones last a quarter to half as long, so you can get a few different rounds in, or like few different games in, with the 3 to 5 rounds each, for the same amount of time that you would for one game of Dota 2. And once they have more characters, it's going to be more getting more. You have to get more used to the different characters and how they do things, stuff like that. But I really think it definitely has a chance of being one of the better games out there, and one of the games that people just continuously play, like Dota 2 and whatever. Especially once it goes free to play, it's so easy to get into that, like, that anybody can pick it up and at least try it out and see if they like the type of game and whatever. And it doesn't have the like stigma of Dota 2. It's like, that's just too fucking hard to play or whatever. At least for me, that kind of does for Dota 2, especially with a Steam controller. Like this technically isn't set up for a Steam controller, but with a Steam controller you can do kind of anything. Get Lucy down, and it's really fun. I like the teamwork. Like right now, me and the other, I don't know, girl with the red hair or whatever on the same team. So it has the similar ideas of Dota 2 and stuff like that, just without all the lanes and trying to kill the little minions and stuff like that. As you can tell, I'm not the best, because so far I've never won an MVP. But I'll get there. It's definitely, I think it's worth the money, especially for what I think it will be in the future. It's kind of like on my other review of the Paladins game. It's similar to Overwatch. Once this goes free to play, well, there's not really anything else like it, but it'll be like poor man slash easy to play version of DOTA 2. Even though DOTA 2 is free, but it's, hope you get my meaning. Because you can just go in and play. You don't have to worry about learning everything like you do with DOTA 2 before you start. But that's pretty much it for my review. I'll probably go ahead and play a few more rounds, get a few more videos recorded and whatever. Try some 2 vs 2 against people and 3 vs 3. But if you guys have any questions or anything, just let me know in the comments, or on my Twitter. It's at YouTube_SCG. And if you liked the video, please press like and subscribe to my channel. Thanks, guys.